We started last year sending people to banks. We wanted them to see what banks would say. It turns out they were saying it's a scam. About 3 months later the banks changed their tunes and they started to say, we don't know anything. We don't have any information about that. And then recently at the beginning of the year, we know, but we can't talk about it, so leave me alone. All the bank stories we've gotten have been verifying this. People going, Pimpy, he's a negative guy. I don't understand how people get telling you the truth as something negative. Based on the directives of the Central Bank of Iraq, we warn all citizens not to use digital payment tools, actively deal with the Forex. Why would you be warning people about trading in digital currencies on the Forex if you weren't going? There's no reason to even bring it up. Al-Alak, Iraq has become one of the best countries in the world in controlling the sale of the dollar. Quote, Iraq has today become one of the best countries in the world in controlling the sale of the dollar, as this process is carried out with transparency and accuracy. Explaining that this mechanism is the most disciplined, transparent and controlled in the world, as indicated by international experts, highlighting these transformations and developments helps enhance international confidence in the Iraqi banking sector. Treasury imposes additional sanctions on Iran's shadow fleet as part of maximum pressure campaign. What do you do with a bad child? You send them to their room. Security and stability is so important for the monetary reform, it must not fail with the Iraqi citizens. At any snap of a finger it can fail with the Iraqi citizens, and if it does, the whole cards that are stacked up will fall apart. You want to talk about a delay? You want to talk about back to square one? I don't want to go back to square one. The IQD will never be replaced with a cryptocurrency, as the crypto will be used for cross-border payments only. The new digital currency is not made to replace the IQD. It is made to make it work more efficiently. I believe, this is how we will be paid for the RV. The IQD will not be stored in our reserves. This is all going to be unnecessary in the future world of fintech. This is also why I believe the RV is taking so long and Iraq is stalling with all their lame excuses that are illogical and do not make sense. That is my opinion based on the fact that K2 and Wyman are there now, schooling them on cross-border payments, which is a known fact. Question: how do you see this impacting the physical dinar we hold? The Iraqi dinar will always be a paper currency needed for domestic commerce. The Iraqi dinar will be electronic at the same time, just like the USD, credit cards, debit cards. However, there will be a necessity for cross-border payments and receipts. If Iraq wants to buy dates from Italy, they must pay for them, but how? Cross-border payment: Iraq is being schooled right now on digital currencies and how to use them. K2 and Wyman. Recent articles tell us they want to go digital, central bank digital currency, yikes. Article: Al-Sudani Advisor, digital currency is a qualitative leap that improves control and supports anti-money laundering, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. The infrastructure has to be built. My concerns: I don't ever want to give a government or banking or anybody that much control over my money to the point where you don't listen to them or they don't like what you're saying and it cuts you off from your money. That's a no-no. If they go to a digital currency, it means you'll have no privacy whatsoever. Oil price: Washington pressured Baghdad over Kurdistan oil to curb Iran's exports. Quote: the American website Oil Press, which specializes in energy affairs, published a report on Friday regarding the resumption of oil pumping from the Kurdistan region, confirming that Washington pressured Baghdad to do so, in order to reduce Iranian oil. Kuwait is the size of a state inside of Iraq and their currency is the strongest. Frank, I love your attitude these last few days, buddy. Emo: the Iraqi dinar is soon to swallow the Kuwait currency, let alone all of the currencies in the Middle East and possibly in the world. Bond people possibly starting getting paid has nothing to do with the rate we will get on currency. But if they are starting to receive dollars, it very much tells us it is soon. Some of the bond facilitators have gotten spendable dollars. Central Bank achieved international integration by linking the Iraqi electronic payment system to global networks. Quote, "We achieved international integration by linking the Iraqi electronic payment system to global payment networks, which allows the transformation of accepting foreign cards locally and expanding the acceptance of Iraqi cards internationally. This investment of ours can cause us doubt. Doubt always asks a question. It's faith that answers the question. I know some of you may doubt that this will ever happen, but I have faith that it will, and that's my opinion. My belief cancels any doubt. Unbelief doesn't want the answer. They're hoping the citizens will bring all that hoarded money from abroad, like in the United States and around the world, along with all the citizens who have it under their mattresses and in their garages, to bring it into the banking system so they can have a deposit, they can get what they deserve, purchasing power. Banks can use that money to facilitate the reconstruction effort." The Iraqi delegation concluded its meetings with the International Monetary Fund in Amman during the period from February 24 to 26, 2025, with the participation of the Minister of Finance, Taif Sami Mohammed, and the Governor of the Central Bank of Iraq. Iraq's economic performance and prospects for sustainable growth were discussed, amid appreciation for the progress made. The discussions focused, according to the Finance Ministry statement, a copy of which was received by Euphrates News, in which experts from the Ministries of Finance, Planning, Oil, Electricity and the Central Bank participated, on macroeconomic indicators, where a remarkable growth in non-oil GDP was recorded at 5% for the year 2024, driven by the expansion of the agricultural sector and the increase in public spending, with growth expected to continue at 3.5% in 2025. The mission confirmed that these figures reflect an improvement in economic diversification and a reduction in dependence on oil, which enhances the stability of the national economy, in addition to reviewing actual expenditures and expected revenues for the year 2024 and expectations for the year 2025 and how to finance the deficit. The statement added, "The meeting also discussed updating the public debt strategy with mechanisms that ensure public financial sustainability, and enhance investor confidence in government bonds." The IMF stressed the importance of developing the banking sector to support investments and attract foreign capital, which contributes to creating a more stable financial environment, affirming its support for Iraq in developing financial policies by providing advisors and experts to help the Ministry of Finance manage public debt, and improve the tax system in line with the requirements of economic